If you guys are trying to take your training to the next level and you want to increase your speed, your power, your conditioning, then you got to check out Phil Daru's 8-week heavy hitter boxing program. I'm telling you guys right now, it's no joke.
Hi, it's Minnie. You're watching Dante Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Boy, oh boy, I tell you. For Oscar Valdez, it seems like this Shakur Stevenson problem just will not go away. For those of you guys who don't know, Oscar Valdez, he pulled a Canelo Alvarez when he was at 126. Soon as Shakur Stevenson became his mandatory, he vacated the belt, moved up to 130. Oscar Valdez had the opportunity to fight the guy that many boxing experts believe will be the next undisputed pound-for-pound king of boxing. Even one of the most racially biased people, Max Kellerman of ESPN, he even said that he believes Shakur Stevenson is basically going to take that torch that's been passed down from Floyd Mayweather to Andre Ward and now is going to be passed down to Shakur Stevenson. He says that he believes that Shakur Stevenson will end up becoming #1 best fighter in the whole world because of his talent in the ring. And Oscar Valdez had an opportunity to take someone like that out. What win would be bigger than beating a fighter that has those type of expectations sitting on his shoulders? And the answer is no one. There would have been no win bigger, not Berchelt or anyone else, unless Oscar was planning on moving to 135, the deepest division in the sport right now. So anyway, that's what Oscar did. He vacated the belt, he moved up to 130. And then he was supposed to fight against Berchelt. Because unfortunately, Berchelt, he tested positive for COVID, which a lot of fighters are nowadays. That left Oscar Valdez without a dance partner, so he thought that did, until Shakur Stevenson, he enters his bid, he throws in his bid, and he says, I'll replace Berchelt. So Oscar moves up to 130, Shakur moves up to 130. Now Shakur is the mandatory. He was the mandatory for the winner of that fight, Valdez versus Berchelt. You know, when I first heard the news that Berchelt had to pull out because of COVID, I was really disappointed because this was somewhat of a tournament brewing, where, like I said, Shakur was going to fight the winner. So when I found out that Berchelt had to pull out, I felt now this means Shakur will never get a shot, or it's going to take forever. Everything is going to be pushed back. But Shakur came up with a great idea, which is, why don't I just replace Berchelt? It makes all the sense in the world. Because if Oscar were to beat Berchelt, he would have had to fight Shakur again, unless he was planning on pulling a Canelo again and vacating his belt all over just to avoid the same guy, Shakur Stevenson. Guys, this is why I call it the coincidental list. Because it's not just a coincidence that Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight Andrade or Charlo. It's not a coincidence that Golovkin didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade or Charlo. It's not a coincidence that Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares didn't want to fight Guillermo Rigo when he was down there and still undefeated. It's not a coincidence that when Gary Russell was at 126, Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares, they did not want to fight him. And it's not a coincidence that now Oscar Valdez has vacated his belt already to avoid Shakur and will still most likely turn down this fight instead of fighting Shakur Stevenson, which is a much bigger fight than the Berchelt fight would have been. It's all about that MBF, y'all. You know, you guys have heard me say this before. It actually makes you look better when you just come out and be honest. If you were to say, you know what, this Shakur Stevenson guy, he's really special. It's going to take me a while to prepare for a fighter like that. I mean, yeah, you'll get a little bit of backlash, but you'll save face a little bit better if you come out and just be honest, as opposed to remaining silent or making excuses that really make no sense at all. that actually makes you look worse. So I want to go ahead and ask my Mexican boxing fans right now. I want to ask you straight up. Do you think Valdez should take the Shakur Stevenson fight since Berchelt had to pull out? And if your answer is no, please explain why you don't want to see the fight. I already told you guys, man, if I'm rooting for someone, even if I know my guy is an underdog, I still want to watch the fight because at the end of the day, I want to see the best fight the best, and I want to know for a fact who's the best. The only way we're going to find out is if they get in the ring. So Oscar Valdez, he should take this fight. Win or lose, he shouldn't be worried about losing. He should have the confidence to get in there with Shakur Stevenson. Let's see if it happens, because right now Shakur is pressuring him to take the fight. As a matter of fact, I meant to show you guys a tweet because this is what Shakur Stevenson has said. This is what he said, quote, "Yo, Oscar, I can step in for the Berchelt December 12th, but I don't know if you would want to do that." And you see the devil emoji he added. So my question to Oscar is, are you going to let this man challenge your manhood like that? Are you going to let him challenge your pride without taking the challenge? Let's see what Oscar decides to do. Oh yeah, and on top of everything that I just said, it's also the easiest fight to make because they're both top-ranked fighters. And this was something that was already planned in the near future anyway. So if anybody's saying, oh, you know, Bob Arum, he's not going to allow Oscar to fight against Shakur Stevenson, that's not true. Because Bob Arum is the one that has pretty much set up this tournament. If you think about it, the tournament is still in motion. The only difference is now it would be Valdez, Shakur Stevenson winner going up against Berchelt instead of vice versa. Even if Bob Arum wanted to protect Valdez or Berchelt from Shakur Stevenson, it will be hard for him to do it because his own fighter Shakur is pushing for these fights. So let's see what Oscar decides to do. I'm on to the next one, y'all. You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Starz. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation. What's going on, guys? You know, I've always wanted to find a second source of income. And I've always wanted to learn about stocks and trades because I've heard so much good stuff about it. So I finally found a way to do it. And now I'm learning from 6, 7, 8-figure traders. So not only am I learning from them, but the most important thing is I get to copy their trade. So I get to earn while I learn. Now, if you want the full details, click on the link below. so you can learn while you copy and paste their trades. And just understand this, guys, just by watching the video, you're doing a great job of supporting my channel, and I appreciate it. And the craziest thing about doing this trading is you can do it anywhere. All you need is an internet connection, and you can do it just with your phone. So if you want to learn how to make a second income alongside me without having to pitch, sell, or recruit, go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll see you inside.